Zeno's going 2-0 versus Deadbones here in this clash. This is a best of 5. If Zeno wins another game, that means he goes through to the finals and Deadbones gets knocked out.
Exciting stuff. That poll has been reset, so go ahead and vote for who you think is going to win the Game 3 of this semifinals. Deadbones, the man with 1,000 hours in the game, or ZenoAkoop, the champion of last May's tournament.
Deadbones has to win 3 games in a row now to come back in this. And there is so much pressure on him now. After those 2 games, he is going to be really tilted. And here we go, going into Game 3 of the semi-finals, ZenoAkoop versus Deadbones. We have ZenoAkoop to the south of the map in red, Deadbones to the north in green. Okay, Zeno's going with the exact same build, so he really trusts in that build. And it paid off a lot. Those, oh no, he's going with squirrels instead of toads this time.
Yeah, Deadbones.
So he really likes that wolf flow.
The only change for Deadbones is taking skunks instead of falcons. We'll see if that makes the difference against those squirrels or not. Looking at this map here, that center base is going to be very important. Whoever controls that is going to have a great staging area for attacks and high ground to pick at their opponent's army. Deadbones with a slight advantage in bases right now. Both players have expansions, but Deadbones has better access to that base in the west surrounded by water. Long-term game, Deadbones is going to have an advantage.
Zeno immediately takes that windmill, and I think that's a good choice here, because that gives him free reign over Deadbones' base. Deadbones wouldn't be able to make too much without Zeno having control over it. But Zeno doesn't have anything to back this up, and Deadbones, as soon as he gets the squirrel out, that windmill's going to start going down.
Oh, but
Zeno's going to go for turrets!
2 turrets down, that squirrel comes out, but it might be too late. That second turret is almost up, the first one might be taken down. Oh, but it goes up, the third turret's going up, and that turret's going to start firing away. Deadbones in a lot of trouble early on into this match.
Oh, but it's firing at the windmill, the warren. But it does go down. Okay.
It does go down. All squirrels going down for Deadbones, and ZenoAkoop throwing up a turret on that high ground. We're going to have to watch this carefully. We are not quite past the 2-minute mark, 1 minute 50, so if it can hit... Okay, it's out of range, so that is a legal move. It's almost not legal if that turret can hit the pigs. It's quite... Okay, so now we're at 2 minutes, so everything's legal. Deadbones throwing up that sniper balloon.
Going for a sniper balloon. That's exactly what he needs here. He needs the high ground vision constantly, and he needs to somehow work up his army a little bit so he can actually deal with this. Zeno with that those warrens at the front, he's in a perfect position to stage an attack, and thanks to that sniper balloon, Zeno is forced to sell that turret. So he's in slightly worse of a position. If Deadbones can come ahead somehow with his army, he is trying to build ferrets, then he'll be in a good position to push Zeno off that hill.
Alright, we'll see. This is a contain by ZenoAkoop, although there is a base right there. Ferrets coming out for Deadbones right now. He knows he needs to get those ferrets out as soon as he can, as we just said. 10 farms for ZenoAkoop against Zeno's 8, or against Deadbones' 8. Let's look at the army value graph here. ZenoAkoop slightly ahead.
Yeah,
somehow.
because Deadbones has gone for his ferrets, and those take a lot longer to actually pay off in the army value. And he has got 1 ferret out now. And while Zeno's poking away at that expansion, Deadbones can use his squirrels to actually poke away at Zeno's squirrels. And now looks like Zeno wants to pull back a little bit.
Oh, an excellently placed sniper balloon. Again, giving that vision onto the high ground. Here is what Deadbones can see. That ferret has plenty of time just to pick away at those warrens on the hill there. ZenoAkoop's contain looking very shaky right now. No turrets up anymore. A lot of his warrens going down. That's a lot of food. 60 food per warren that he's losing.
And Zeno can't hard engage against these ferrets either, because that sniper balloon will dominate his army. It's not a big army. It's only got, what, like 8 squirrels? That's not enough to be able to overwhelm that sniper balloon, especially with an army behind it, I don't think.
He'll try and pick away as much as he can, but those ferrets, again, pushing him back. Warren going down, but here comes the engage right now. Squirrels going down on both sides. Looks like Deadbones coming out slightly ahead with those ferret shots. Well, maybe not, it dies. One lizard
He does
left.
lose all of his tier 1s, and those are very essential right now. Those ferrets do a lot of damage if they can stay at the back, especially against big armies. We saw in our last game. That ferret is bound to hit something if it just shoots.
And a skunk has come out for
Oh,
Deadbones.
the skunk!
That's
That's going to
gonna
be amazing against Zeno here.
That replaces the sniper balloon. It's a safe place for those units to run back as long as he keeps that skunk in the background. Takes one shot. Gotta be careful with that. Skunk backing up, and the skunk clog is getting more laid down. Down goes that expansion, along with 3 farms farming at it. Skunk's still alive. Hawk out for ZenoAkoop.
Deadbones needs to be really careful. He doesn't want to lose his squirrels there, because those are the only things that can deal with that falcon. And that skunk is almost down as well, and that skunk is really valuable right now.
2 health left. Down goes the skunk.
Oh.
It's barely taken down. That skunk fog will linger for a little while. But Deadbones
Look at the
does
farms!
4 farms to 9. Coop has lost that expansion. He had 3 farms on that going down, so Deadbones actually with the economic advantage. What Coop's gonna do to come back from this?
He's gonna have to win this fight, and he can. He's got a great army right now. He just managed to completely force Deadbones out of that position. Deadbones has to pull back now, but he has enough food to be able to reinforce. But does he have enough time? Zeno is already knocking on his expansion. And here we go, Deadbones is trying to go for another fight, but he wasn't ready. He didn't have enough army yet. Zeno, nonetheless, is forced out. A lot of his units have taken a lot of damage, and those ferrets are going to start shooting at Zeno's army. But Zeno is shooting right at that expansion right now, and if that expansion goes down, that's a massive deal for Deadbones.
Crucial that Deadbones protect that expansion. And Deadbones is gonna surrender? Oh no, Deadbones wins! ZenoAkoop has surrendered, meaning Deadbones has won his first game in this semi-finals set.
Okay, that's really important for Deadbones now. He can regain some confidence.